In a previous video on straightening the unibody structure on this vehicle, you may have noticed that it didn't look like there was very much to bolt all these front end parts to. So today, we're going to take a brief look at how bumper covers, headlights, grills, and other front end parts are installed or attached. The typical unibody structure is composed of a core support or radiator support, side rails, and aprons, which is the metal under the rails enclosing the box or engine compartment. All of the front end parts are bolted, screwed, or clipped in some way to that metal box or unibody structure. To assemble a front end on this Encore, the first thing that went in were the headlights. The headlights go in first because the bumper cover snaps in beneath them or underneath them. The bolts on this headlight are right here and here. There's one here that bolts onto the fender, and there's one here that got snapped off in the accident that bolts to the core support. So 4 bolts hold this headlight real steady. 1, 2, 3 on the fender, and 1 back here on the core support. The bumper cover assembly was ordered off of eBay and it's non-OEM, and I was a little bit afraid that it might not fit well, but it did fit. It did take a bit of work. You have to assemble the whole bumper cover. So this gets assembled to this. I put in the grill, the lower grill, all the trim as one big giant assembly. Then it clips into a bracket right here, and it also clips here. Let me move the camera so you can see where it bolts to the core support. Under this trim, the bumper cover assembly is bolted to a bracket that's attached to these rails on each side. The sides of the assembly are screwed to the wheel well liner here, here, and here. There's one screw into the fender, and again it clips to a bracket that's bolted to the fender. Finally, underneath, the plastic bumper is attached to a large plastic splash shield that's bolted to the frame. I hope you enjoyed this brief video on how front ends are assembled, and see that in some ways it's easier than the old days of rusted bumper bolts. If you did, and you'd like to get my latest videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.